Welcome, everyone, to Akron, Ohio, and home of the Akron Zips, where the fans have been eagerly anticipating this matchup, one that could call back the glory days once seen in the old rubber bowl. We have a ranked versus unranked battle coming up here, and you know how chaos can ensue if they start smelling an upset. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Michigan Wolverines, taking on the 9th-ranked team in the land, the Akron Zips. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Zips will put total leather and we'll get started. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the return man has no place to run, no place to hide, and a place to be tackled. Line gets set, first down. Wide receiver coming across in motion. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Got it in the middle. It's Williams. And he's brought down after a huge completion.
Nice confidence by the QB. Good throw over the middle of the field. Nice little strike down the field for a big play. Listen, you got to throw it where it's open. And he found a slot, found a little hole in the middle of the field. Nice job attacking it.
That big explosive play carries them into plus territory. They'll snap it 1st and 10 from just across the 50. He's looking to throw it. Finds his man. It's Pope. The big pickup and a first down for this offense.
Bro, my controller ain't working right, man. I gotta find this other broadcast controller.
Faithful, reason to be optimistic. You know, for years we know Michigan has always been good at running the football, but they've got to be able to throw. They've got to be more consistent, making big plays through the air. This guy gives them that chance.
Oh, here we go.
They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. He's going to pass. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete.
Nice job by the defense there, taking all throws away from the quarterback. He had nowhere to put that
Try this lesser of evil broken
so
controllers.
that ball obviously had to go out of bounds.
Now on 2nd down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. From the gun, wants to pass. Receiver looks it in, it's complete. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. The corners are walked up tight. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Unloads to the wideout. Fires into traffic, picked off. And he's brought down after the pick, but not before putting his offense in business.
And how about that play by the defense here early in this game, opening drive, facing one of the best quarterbacks in all of college football, and they're able to get an interception. That is going to be massive for their confidence in this game.
First down here for the offense. Power football with the run. It's these little moments like that that can help an offense as he gets it up to the 16-yard line. And the Zips come to the line in the hurry-up. Looking to pass on second down. Oh, looked upfield too soon and dropped the football, and it'll be third down. That last incomplete pass has him staring at a 3rd and 3. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Muscling ahead on 3rd and short. They wrestle him to the ground, but he's got plenty for a first down. The Zips come to the line with a new set of downs. They're going to ride this running back. He maybe gets a yard. They'll mark him at the 29. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Fast motion from the offense. On second down, he'll let it fly. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
Middle linebackers, they're middle linebackers because they're right in the middle of the defense. You put guys that have a nose for the football because they literally line up over the football every single time. They play the run well, and look at this. How about this? Rushing the quarterback, getting him on the ground, getting the big sack.
Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. And the Zips send out the punt unit. I wouldn't quite call it a shank, but that's not exactly going to go on the resume reel. What a return there. Found a little running room and put his team in great position. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win, and David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, that'll...
Touchdown, Wolverines! What a grab and go for the score.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Coming out with it, it's Jamison. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. The offense lining up for a first down play. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. They'll toss it to the left. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5. The Zips moving quickly to the line. He's looking for an open man on second down. Floats it out in space. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
And a really nice job by the defense winning second down. I think the quarterback thought he could dump this off, maybe get some positive yards, set up a good third down. The defense did a great job responding and getting that running back on the ground.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Complete to the left. Nothing but green ahead. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense.
And the ball's on the ground. And the defense grabs it, and they're taking it the other way.
And when you're on defense and it's wet and it's rainy, you know exactly what time it is. That ball gets a little heavier. It gets a little slicker. You're trying to get to that thing. You know you get your hand on it. There's a good chance it's coming out. Nice job by the defense forcing it with the assist from the weather.
Wide receiver now comes in motion. Comes out throwing on 1st down. Catch in the middle, it's Williams. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line. 1st and 10. Great spot to attack there right off the turnover. Try to strike and keep them reeling.
Absolutely. Coaching 101. Sudden change. When you create a turnover and you get the ball back on offense, attack, attack, attack. Use the momentum. Try to make a big play.
And there was no question in that scenario. That's where the quarterback was going. He knew he had his receiver in a matchup that he liked, running a route where he would find himself opening. Nice job between those two.
They've moved to the 16. It's 1st and 10. They'll run it out of the shotgun. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run. And the Wolverines line it up with a 1st and goal. Defense loves to show heat and try to confuse the quarterback. A 1st down run on the doorstep. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. I guess the good news on that penalty is at least the defense didn't have to back up that far. It's still 1st and goal. Looking to throw. Touchdown, Michigan! And they made it to the house when they found that 6 points waiting on them.
And coming into the game, you look at the stats and you say top 10 offense in scoring, so they better be able to create what? Explosive plays. Another explosive plays. They've been doing it all year long. Those plays are backbreakers. Defenses just can't contain this offense.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Akron has it back, ready to send that offense back onto the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the 1st quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen...
And the freshman will chalk up a sack.
A loss of 11 on the play. Brings up 3rd down. That's the end of the 1st quarter. With the score, Michigan 14, Akron 0.
Now facing a 3rd down as they come back to the line after the break. Quarterback checking off. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. They've jumped on them, executing at a high level and up 14-0, David.
This is the exact start you want. I mean, offense is playing great. Defense has gotten stops. You're in a position now, Palmer, to put the hammer down and get a 3-possession lead.
I'm really impressed with their physicality on both sides of the ball early in this one. They've been winning in the trenches. So here on offense, keep running the football and show your dominance.
And that was a nice throw by the QB. When you see that drag route coming across the field, how about putting the ball right on his numbers? Not high, not low, where he has to stop his momentum. Right on the numbers where he can catch it, keep running, and chew up some yards after the catch.
4 wide receivers on 2nd and inches. They might try to take a shot. He's looking to throw. Fires to the right. How about getting the foot down on that throw for the big completion?
This tight end is such a weapon because he can line up all over the field. That time he starts in the slot. He's running the corner route against zone coverage. And he's just got athleticism and wiggle and the ability to separate.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Wolverines. And they take it in for 6 more points. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
He's brought down to the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Zips take over in Akron, ready to get that offense to work. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks. And
going deep. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but 2nd down coming. And the Zips want to move quickly.
Well, at this juncture in the game, with how the scoreboard looks, no question this offense is going to have to throw to get back in the game, and it's going to be tricky now because the defense is expecting it. You're going to throw into a lot of big zone coverages with everybody's eyes on the quarterback. Not going to be easy.
He wants to pass it on 2nd down. This time it's complete. A little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the 1st down out to the 30.
They pick up the 1st down on the drag route. Good job by the receiver knowing it was man coverage. If he's looking, he's booking. He gave his quarterback the eyes right away that says, hey, I'm not stopping. Put it out in front of me. I'm getting this 1st down.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Quarterback checking the play. The offense will have to use its 1st timeout of the half.
Timeout, Akron.
They'll line up for a 2nd down play. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Now this offense facing a 3rd and long from their own 30. From the gun, wants to pass. On the run, fires downfield. Makes a connection. He threw that one with some serious heat. This senior quarterback doesn't need a lot of space to get it in there. Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Wants to throw on 1st down. He makes the connection. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the 1st down. The Zips racing to the line in the hurry-up.
One of the things that makes this guy so dangerous is how good he is after the catch. If he's got any space around him, he's able to burst. He's able to make people miss and get extra yards for his offense. You saw it right there.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Red pass, it's complete. Finds a crease at the 20. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Zips. How about the renaissance of the tight ends? Inline, flexed out, split out. They can do a little bit of everything.
They really can. They're asked to block a lot of the times, too. But I'll tell you what, all the wide receivers out wide, the fancy toys, the fancy spread. Don't forget about that tight end. He does a little bit of everything. And then you reward the big fella throwing the ball, and he catches. So he really can do a little bit of everything in the offense.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great college football matchup. North Texas has the lead right now. The good folks in Denton have been buzzing all week, but this game is hardly over. There is time left on that clock. They're up by 7 over Rice. For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes, you'll see it right here.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. He wants to throw. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. Tremendous awareness along the sideline and the ability to get the foot down for the big pickup. We talk a lot about Michigan building its offense around the running game, but they've always had an effective quarterback who could make plays down the field.
And I think some people hear effective, Reese, and take that as an insult, right? Like, I don't want to hear about my quarterback being effective. I want him to be explosive. I want him to be dynamic. But Michigan doesn't really have those guys most of the time at that quarterback spot. But when they find those good ones, they have great seasons.
They'll throw it on 1st down. Quick strike complete. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Line getting set on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. He's going to run it. At midfield, he's got room. They finally make the stop, and he shows why he is dangerous on the run, too, and he's got a 1st down.
It's going to be tough on this defense containing this guy because he's got that sixth sense to get outside the pocket, and at that point, he's throwing it and hurting you, or you can take off and run. That time able to get the 1st down. Big challenge for the defense moving forward.
They'll throw it on 1st down. Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much.
Just didn't seem like the quarterback and his intended target were on the same page there.
After the misfire, it's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Just a short pass to the tight end. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. And what that means is keeping 3rd downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play call.
These DBs going to give a little cushion. They'll try to get the first through the air. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
3rd and short in college football today. You see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive. And I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
They really have no choice here. This is a no-brainer. You go for it here on this 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And it's incomplete, a missed opportunity.
And sometimes the best defense is a little bit lucky. He was open. He had a chance to make a play. He just drops it through his hand. It was pretty good defense, but you take those breaks when you can get it.
Akron has it back, ready to send that offense back onto the field. Running out of time here in the first half, and they do have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And so you got to locate your best players and get them the football on this drive. You're down in the game. There's obviously a lot of football left, David, but on this drive, in this 2-minute situation, best players got to touch the ball.
And this could get into pressing mode, right? Like you go into the half down a couple of scores, it starts to, the pressure really mounts. Good opportunity to take some of that pressure off, get some momentum, energize this squad going into halftime.
After misfiring, it's 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Finds his man. It's Hawkins. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
You know, this linebacker is a special player because not only is he good making tackles in the open field, this guy can cover, and you saw a great example of it with that running back.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Quarterback will audible. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And that ball is picked off.
It's all about making plays, and this guy's been waiting to make his mark on this team. He gets his first interception of the season, and what a momentum-changing play for his team.
Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. In modern college football, Jesse, if there's time, there's an opportunity to attack.
And I like them being aggressive here too, guys. Look, they practice this.
Looking for a deep man. He caught it, and he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Michigan.
Number 83.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Trying to find his man on 1st down. Reels it in down the left side. Oh, look out, there he goes. Run out of bounds just before he could get it into the end zone, and now they're set up 1st and goal.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. You just got to get him to the ground quickly.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. He's looking to throw. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He's looking to throw. Buys a little time. Looking for the score. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
I love the way this defense is fighting down here close to their own goal line, right? They get a sack on the first play. Great coverage on the second one, knocking it away. Here comes a huge 3rd down. Can they do it again? Can they come up with another big one?
And as the clock is winding down here in the first half, they'll send out the field goal team. And this one only 35 yards out, but not straight away. This one from the left hash. And it's right down the boulevard. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Looks as if we're set to crank it up here in the second half. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Zips take over in Akron, ready to get that offense to work. They start this 3rd quarter in a big hole, and they have to start climbing out right now.
And they're going to have to be really aggressive. Like this offense, when I'm playing from behind, every possession means so much more. And if you look the other side, the defense, they haven't given much resistance.
Yeah, nothing has gone their way in the first half offensively. And you know now, based on how this defense is playing with their confidence, that you are going to be challenged on every single snap. So buckle up, get your mind right, and get ready to come back in this game.
Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays. But sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well. But if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
Quarterback changing the plays at the line. On 2nd down, wants to throw. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. And there he is again, another sack, channeling his inner Aiden Hutchinson against Penn State.
And that is high praise when you start comparing somebody to Aiden Hutchinson. Michigan, year after year, they find these dudes, man. The guys that will get after the quarterback. Hey, let's go, big fella. Let's go for that record.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Heaves it into trouble, and he finds trouble with the pick. Got some room to run. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
I tell you what, it puts you in a tough position when you're backed up inside your own 20 trying to come out. But when you're a defense and you can force a turnover and you already set your offense up in scoring position, they are going to be extremely happy, and that offensive coordinator is going to look extremely smart.
And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
At the 9-yard line. 2nd down.
He's back to throw on 2nd down. They bring him down, but not before he gets just enough to move the chains.
It's just so nice as a coaching staff when you've got quarterbacks who make good decisions. And on a 2nd and short play, you're throwing it, you're trying to catch the defense napping, you might take a shot, nothing there. Go get it yourself.
Touchdown, Wolverines! And the punishment has been extended. The offense strikes again to extend its lead here in the 2nd half.
And they got everything working. How great is this? You extend your lead, now you get your defense back on the field. Great job taking advantage of the situation and building on that lead.
Michigan 35, Akron 10.
The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. it back, ready to send that offense back onto the field. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
He finally goes out of bounds after
they call offensive pass interference. There wasn't nobody near this nigga.
Did the officials see something to bring it back? Inside 4 minutes to play here in the third.
They call offensive pass interference on the nigga who caught the ball, and it was no one near him. Who did he interfere with?
Feeling some heat. Zings it complete to the right. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. That one's sort of like a shooter in basketball, just needing to see one go through the net, isn't it, David? Just get a completion to your guy and pick up some yardage.
Build some confidence, because your confidence throwing the ball over the middle of the field and in tight windows, probably not at an all-time high, but check it down, make something positive happen. The running back does his job, so maybe this sparks a little something in the quarterback's head.
The expressway is wide open, and a pickup of better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down.
What a weapon this guy is, right? The tight end position, not only can he get open, he can run away from people after the catch. He's a big dude, so he's hard to bring down anyway, but the speed is what makes him different.
Put it right on him. Sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains for the first down.
They pick up the first down on the drag route. I know that seems like a simple route, but it's actually a lot more complex than what it looks like, because that route changes based on whether it's man or zone. If it's man coverage, he's flying across the field. If it's zone, he's got to sit down over the ball in a soft spot, giving his quarterback a place to go with it. Nice job of those guys being on the same page there.
He was running through tackles and picked up the first down and finally got knocked down. And the Zips want to pick up the tempo. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. From the red zone, looking for a space. It's complete on the right side. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Running back searching for a hole. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Zips will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. They'll run it.
And these defensive tackles just eat people. They swallow human beings when you get near them. They're so big, so strong. And when those guys, those running backs come in, they just need a mitt. They put one mitt on a running back, and he usually falls to the ground just because of their sheer mass and strength.
Looking for just one more yard. It's 2nd and goal. They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. Quarterback sneak looking for just a sliver of daylight. Several defenders there to get him on the ground.
And that was a nice 2nd down run and setting up 3rd and inches. And now it's physical time, right? Like, they know you might run the football. You know you probably want to run the football. How can you be more physical? Sometimes bring some extra bodies, some extra tight ends in. Go to that play that you know is your short yardage play.
If this defense can come up with a stop here, they will take a giant step toward winning this game. Working that left side now. Into the house. Touchdown, Akron.
How about that? His 2nd receiving touchdown of the ball game. Find ways to get your athletes the ball. They'll do the rest. That's number 2. They better start playing some better defense. Number 3's coming soon.
Looking for the 2-point try. They'll go to the air. fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
Yeah, and the defense comes up with the stop, and you just wonder, the analytics world and all that stuff, that whatever the card says to do, you're supposed to do. I wonder if they were listening to that card.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he's going to run it back. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Keeps it on the bootleg, looking to throw. Grab near the sticks. It's Hope. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. The offense getting set for a first down from the 45. Looking to move it through the air. It's on target and complete. Open runway ahead. Touchdown, Michigan! And the stomping has commenced. If this dude were a kitchen knife, he would be slicing tomatoes so thin your in-laws would never come back to your house.
Well, that'd be a good thing. I don't know if I want my in-laws to come back anyways, but he's been on fire. He's been absolutely torching this defense. They've had absolutely no answers for him.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Zips take over in Akron, ready to get that offense to work. The last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they could go back-to-back scoring drives here.
Yeah, and remember, it's not uncommon for offenses to find themselves as the game goes on. They had some things not go their way early, but they found something last drive, David. Let's see if they can build on it.
Yeah, you just pick and pick and pick until you find that place where you're like, okay, this is an advantage I have. They've clearly found that dude. They score here, we're in for a ball game.
Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. That's reeled in. It's Wolf.
Really nice job by the quarterback dropping back, understanding. He knew his wide receiver was going to drag across the middle of the field. Good timing, waiting for him to come open, hitting him with a strike.
From the gun on 3rd down. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He'll pull it down and run. This senior quarterback moving the chains and picking up a 1st down for his team.
The end of the 3rd quarter of play. With the score, Michigan 42, Akron 16.
And the Zips come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Going up top on 1st down. Release to the back. Snares it outside. It's Hawkins. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
And that's why this running back's a big weapon here, right? Because not only can he run the ball, but he can catch it too. Even running flat routes when you know the ball's going to be in the air a long way, he can adjust to it, make something good happen after the catch. And quite honestly, they need him because they've thrown a couple of picks now in this game. They've got to find a way to get this guy more involved.
And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. On 2nd down, looking to throw. Makes the grab outside. It's Allen. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. The Zips headed quickly to the line. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. They convert on third down as he gets it to the 46-yard line. And here on first down, let's see if they keep it on the ground. He's looking to throw it. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. On the move is the 30. They drag him down, but not before he's moved the chains, and the screen pass is effective. That big play has this defense reeling, and now they'll snap it 1st and 10 from the 14. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves down by so much here in the fourth.
Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. They want to just keep throwing it. Lets it fly. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the 4th quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. On 4th down, trying to find his man. Going for 6. And it's incomplete. The long pass downfield, they couldn't.
And this defense is going to have to come through in the clutch right here because you're trailing. They can't get more scores. They got to get a stop on this possession, and the offense is going to have to do better than they just did.
The defense uses their 2nd timeout of the half